Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be talking about my first holiday in eating disorder recovery. It's Thanksgiving weekend here in Canada and I'm Canadian if you guys didn't know. So I thought it would be interesting to kind of talk about the differences between my past holidays when I was in my eating disorder and now that I'm in recovery. It kind of got me thinking this morning because we are making pancakes for breakfast, which is something we usually do now on the weekends, me and my boyfriend. And it kind of got me thinking how the holidays used to be when I was in my eating disorder. I would have never eaten something like that the day of a holiday because I was trying to ration my calories for the meal and I would eat as little as possible during the day.
Hey guys, this weekend is Thanksgiving weekend for us Canadians. And tomorrow is Thanksgiving, so I have a supper tonight and I have a supper tomorrow also. So I'm gonna try to keep it pretty low carb. So for breakfast, I'm having a typical breakfast of mine. I'm having 1 sausage, 3 eggs cooked in coconut oil, and some green beans with some butter on it. So for my lunch at work, I just had a chicken thigh with some barbecue chicken spices and some green beans and asparagus.
That would either lead me to either overeat and then I'd feel so guilty that I would just throw in my towel and be like, I might as well just binge, and then I'd feel super guilty about it, or I'd eat super little at the family gathering, and at night when we would have all the leftovers and stuff like that, I would just end up binging on it anyways. So either way, it was just not a fun time, and things are so much different now. I don't restrict myself during the day. If there's a family holiday or anything like that, it's just another day for me. So we usually do pancakes on the weekend, so we're still gonna do pancakes. And yeah, so I just want to encourage you guys, if you guys are in recovery, I know the holidays are coming up for a lot of people, and I just want to tell you guys that you don't have to restrict. You can eat whatever you want, however much you want, and you don't need to feel guilty about it. It's just food. Food is fuel, and there's nothing wrong with eating anything your heart desires. So I'm going to show you guys my pancake recipe now, or I don't know, I'm using a hair pancake mix, but I guess how I make them. So yeah. So I'm going to show you guys how I make the pancakes. I made them last weekend and they were pretty good. So here I have 3 tablespoons of water. So the first thing I'm going to do is make my flax egg. So it's just ground up flaxseed, and you just need 1 tablespoon per 3 tablespoons of water to make 1 flax egg. And actually I think I need to make 2. Let me check. Yeah, I totally need 2. So we're gonna double that, and I'll have to add more water. And then I'm just adding more water. Perfect. And we're just gonna let that sit for 10 minutes or so. And I'm using this pancake mix. It's like the whole grain pancake mix from President's Choice. And I'm using 1 1/3 cup because I'm doubling the recipe since I'm making it for 2 people. I mean, one serving or whatever makes 5 or 6 pancakes. So if you don't eat a lot, I guess you could make that for 2 people, but that ain't enough for us. So 1 cup and 1/3. And it's a 1-to-1 ratio of milk to pancake mix. So I'm just using soy milk here. You could use whatever you like. So 1 cup, 1/3. So now we need 2 tablespoons of oil. So when I was tracking, I would have used applesauce, but guys, there's nothing wrong with using the higher calorie version. It's just gonna taste even better. So I think our flax egg is ready. You'll know when it's ready when it kind of thickened up and the flax kind of absorbed some of the water. Pour that in, and then the last thing and best part, we're gonna add the chocolate chips. So I'm just using the Enjoy Life chocolate chips. And I'm probably gonna put whatever's rest here because we really like chocolate and you can never have too much chocolate, right? So this is how much chocolate I just put in. And honestly, this is probably not enough chocolate, to be honest. I accidentally dumped like 3/4 of the bag last weekend and it was super chocolatey, but it was very good. So I guess my boyfriend wasn't satisfied with that amount of chocolate, so we're gonna add some of the President's Choice. It's just 85% dark chocolate. So I have 4 squares here. They're broken, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna break them up anyways. Now we're gonna add this chocolate into the mix. Man, I'm definitely not one of those vloggers that are like, look at my perfect food. This looks so aesthetic. Yeah, no, that looks like shit. Who cares? It's all going in the same place, right? And the last pancake is done. We have our beautifully aesthetic pancakes. I'm kidding, guys. Like, this is so bad. Like, there's a bunch of like broken ones on the bottom. I tried to hide them, but like, there's no hiding them. But whatever, it'll be good. So I decided just to like split them in the middle since they're all uneven sizes. So this is my serving. Doesn't look that bad, does it? I don't know. So let's try this. Hi, bees. It's good, but I think this time I'm gonna add maple syrup. Last time there was way too much chocolate and it was like really sickening. So I just add some maple syrup so I can dip it in on the side. I'm going to eat this and I'm going to catch you guys later. The first reason why I'm grateful for my eating disorder is because I've made so many good friendships through recovery that I wouldn't have made otherwise. And these are friends that will be there for a lifetime. Like, they're not just recovery friends, but they're genuine people that love you for who you are and are there for you through thick and thin, no matter what. Another reason I'm thankful for my eating disorder is because it made me realize what a healthy relationship with food is. In this society, like, even if you don't have an eating disorder, people's relationship with food is really messed up because of the influence of diet culture and everything like that. People are very like, they'll say, oh my god, there's so much fat in this, like, why you eat that, it's so bad for you, or like, oh, like, I need to lose weight, and all of this crap that diet culture feeds us. And now it's made me realize what a healthy balanced relationship with food is like. You know, like on this holiday, I'm not worrying about like what I'm gonna eat because I know it's only a couple days a year and I eat balanced the rest of the time. So even if I were to, you know, gorge myself and eat 2 3 plates of food, like, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't make a difference. Another big reason I'm thankful for my eating disorder is because if I wouldn't have gone through this, I wouldn't be able to help you guys and help some of the people that have reached out to me that really connect with my story. And binge eating is something that not a lot of people openly talk about, and for that reason I'm really thankful that I have went through it myself so that I can help other people that are struggling with it now, because it's so important to have a support system and have people that relate to you and know what you're going through when you're struggling with something. I know I mentioned in my earlier videos that a big reason and motivation for me to recover was so that I could help other people when I was on the other side. And the last reason I'm thankful for my eating disorder is because it's made my relationship with my body so much better. It's made me just accept my body for where it naturally sits at, because before I would always try to manipulate my body and bring it to a place where it wasn't happy and try to be extremely lean, and I was never happy with my body no matter how lean I got. And now I just accept my body wherever it sits. I'm so happy with where I am now because my body just naturally maintains its weight no matter how much I eat. And it's just great to have a place where my body is naturally healthy at. And it's really because I'm not forcing my body to be smaller than it wants to be. It also helped me be a lot more compassionate towards myself because when I would binge, I used to be so hard on myself. I would hate myself and I would just be so down on myself. But as the time went on, I learned to just let it go and that it wasn't the end of the world and that binging didn't define my worth. I hope you guys have a great holiday season. I hope you eat all the delicious food, and I hope you guys remember that you should never feel guilty about anything you eat. What you eat or how you look like doesn't define you. It never will. And I wish you guys well in your recovery. Okay, so it's a couple hours later and I'm actually really hungry. Those pancakes didn't really fill me up. I guess it doesn't really have a lot of like protein and fats. I guess there's the oil, but I don't know. I didn't even eat them all because I still felt sick. Every time I eat pancakes, it happens. Anyways, I got some tofu chili here. So here I just have a bowl of the chili I made for my lunch last week. So there's sweet potatoes, peppers, red kidney beans, and tofu in here. So it's high in protein, complex carbs, and fiber. So it should keep me full for a while.
So we're going to blend 365 grams of ginger snap cookies in a food processor. And then we're going to pour boiling water over 2 cups of cashews. And we're going to put the cookie crumb mixture with half a cup of vegan butter and mix it all together. This is going to be our crust. And then we're going to line the bottom of a cake pan with parchment paper and spray the sides. And here I'm just putting the crust mixture into the pan and I'm going to pat it down with the bottom of the spoon to spread it out evenly, and then we're putting it in the freezer to set. After that, you're going to do the filling, so that's going to be 1 cup of pumpkin, half a cup of brown sugar, and 1 tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice, and you're going to mix this up on the stove and heat it up. And then in the food processor, you're going to put that pumpkin mixture with half a cup of full-fat coconut milk, half a cup of coconut oil, half a cup of maple syrup, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, and a tablespoon of lemon juice. Then you're going to blend it all up at high speed. You're going to drain the water from the cashews and add it into the mix. And then we're going to blend it again. So we're going to add this on top of the crust, and we're going to spread it evenly, put it into the freezer to set for 4 to 6 hours. And then after that, when it's set, you can start working on the sauce. So that's half a cup of coconut milk, 1/4 of a cup of brown sugar, 1/4 of a cup of vegan butter, 1 tablespoon of vanilla, and a teaspoon of salt. So then we had supper, and here's my plate. I had a bread roll with vegan butter on it. I had a sweet potato casserole that's made with sweet potatoes, apples, applesauce, dried cranberries, maple syrup, vegan butter, and pecans, and it's all like caramelized and it's almost like a dessert. It's super good. And I had some mashed potatoes, some turnips, and carrots, and that's all topped with vegan butter as well. And for dessert, I had the pumpkin spice cheesecake with the caramel glaze, and I topped it with a pumpkin spice Oreo, and it was delicious, guys. It doesn't look that appealing because I suck at decorating, but I swear you guys need to try this. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Bye, guys.